Well, if I look at year to year, that's up quite a bit. But yeah, the latest, it's not just weather, it's seasonal, which is the predictable component of weather. And if you correct for the seasonality, already we don't see a weak market. It's up 0.8% on our national, in the last month, in the 10-city index. So it's not weakening that much yet. And I think prices will continue to go up for the first part of the year at a fairly good pace. But I think they may weaken. There's a lot of signs showing that the housing market is weakening.
Go ahead.
Looks a little bit like 2005. If you remember, nobody was paying attention as much, but everything started to turn down that or early 2006. Now that was the beginning of a disaster in the housing market, so I don't think that it's anything like that. But it is worrisome. Yeah, this is a time, if you're cautious, you might be a little careful in the housing market.
Well, the Chinese authorities promised greater two-way flexibility, so careful what you ask for. This seems to be periodically we get these squeezes in dollar CNY and now dollar CNH as market positioning gets squeezed out of those shorts, and we go back to a more balanced market. In our view, this is a step before potential further foreign exchange reform, such as band widening. First we have a more orderly market, and then further reform down the road.
Well, it's certainly bad for Mt. Gox, but if you look at the history of Bitcoin, where there have been days where the price has plummeted by over 50%, this actually doesn't look so bad. It's only been down by 20% today. It's actually bouncing back up, so it's a blow. And 2014 has certainly gotten off to a rocky start for Bitcoin for other reasons beyond Mt. Gox, but it's certainly not one of the worst days in Bitcoin's history. It's absolutely terrible for people who use Mt. Gox, and I think there's a real risk that some people will never see their money again there. There's been troubling signs coming out of Gox for close to 9 months. It really escalated in the last month with the withdrawal suspensions. A lot of people stopped counting Mt. Gox in their price indices. And a lot of people in the Bitcoin community have been saying, don't regulate us, keep us, regulation free. But now you're hearing some new voices come out saying, actually, regulation would be a good thing.
Better supervision is the key here.
Exactly. And that's the positive side of regulation. There's safeguards in place to protect people's money from these kinds of situations.